Hello, in this video we're going to talk about another 6 important functions in the MDX world, which is top percent, bottom percent, top count, bottom count, head and tail function. Before we going to discuss about these 6 functions, in the previous video we talked about top sum and bottom sum. So basically the top sum and bottom sum will help you to fetch the cumulative total of your members, at least specified value. The specified value in the sense, so probably you can see here, this is my specified value, right? So whatever the threshold that I applied in the previous video, those top sum and bottom sum functions trying to fetch the list of members to meet that threshold. Similarly, top percent and bottom percent also works in the same way, right? So first it will do the sorting of your data and then return the set of values of your cumulative total, which is equal or greater than or less than specified percentage. Even top count and bottom count also works in same way. It will fetch your members, like the cumulative members, where you specified the count of threshold. Okay, so here is the threshold that I am referring. Okay, and then head and tail. So the both head and tail works in same way, but they don't take any order of the data. So out of your result sets, whichever the like a head of 10 records, or if you mention a tail of 10 records, it will bring those records. Let's get into details individually by having some examples and see how these functions behave. Here I already prepared the MDX query as time saving purpose. Okay, let's get into one by one. So first one is top percent. Top percent, basically it will take the tuple set values, okay, or dimension members, and then percentage of the threshold, how much percentage you want to keep it as a threshold, and then your numeric expression. Numeric expression is nothing but your measure value. Now, so before we executing the first query, let me execute the normal results. Right. So here is my all my cities, their reseller sales amount for the bikes. Now what I'll do, I'll copy this entire results to the Excel. Let me open the Excel, and here I copied entire data and pasted here city name. Okay, now what I'll do, simply first I will sort the data from largest to smallest. Okay, then what I'll do, I will do the pivot of this data, because I need to calculate the running totals, right? So that's the reason I do pivot this data within the same sheet. And let me select city name and sum of reseller sales amount, and then also again I drag the reseller sales amount twice. Okay, so now here you can see, if I select the second column, show values as a percentage of total, okay, and then click. Okay, so now here if I do, let me sort this value, sort largest to smallest. Now here is column F, I have the sales amount in dollar format, and column G is having the percentage of this dollar value in the grand total. So now if you sum it up everything, it will come as 100%, which is equal to your grand total. Now we'll calculate the running total. Okay, running total. So what I'll do here, sum of my G2 and G2. So now here what I'll do, we need to calculate running total, right? So I'll make it, to calculate running total, I'll just modify my expression. Okay, and then I drag it. Now you see I'm getting the running total for the each row level. So you can see here some of these two values is appearing here and some of these three values appearing here. So likewise you can see all my running total. Now let's go back to our SSMS. Here now I'm trying to fetch top 50, all city members and their reseller sales amount. If sum it up, I want to bring there all the city members, whoever the cities are participated of their sales amount, which is equivalent to the 50%. That is my threshold value. Okay, now if I execute here, this one, so I got set of records and you can see 48 rows fetched. Okay, now let's see whether this one is matching with our calculation, manual calculation. Now if you go back here, so now I go to directly 50%. Okay, so this is the threshold, right? Now if I do this count of my cities which are contributing to the 50% of reseller sales amount, which are 48. So it is matching, right? So now if you look at here in SSMS, so you get 48, which includes the header, and excluding the header, it's a 47 cities. They are contributing the 50% of their sales amount out of the grand total. Okay, so that's how the top percent works. Now moving on, the bottom percentage. The bottom percentage is also works in same way, but it will take the records from descending to ascending order. Then it will fetch the list of cities which are matching with our mentioned threshold. But top percent will do the sorting from ascending to descending. Bottom percent will do the descending to ascending. Based on that, it will fetch the records which matches with our threshold percentage. And then moving on, so top count and bottom count. So again, top count and bottom count. So it will take top 5 records. If I say top 5 count, it will bring only the 5 rows. Okay, based on the sorting. First, it will does the ascending to descending of reseller sales amount, and then um, out of that, so it will bring only the cities and their sales amount, which is equal to the mentioned threshold. So here we will pass the count. The count is nothing but or how many records we want to fetch it. So that's how the top count works. And then also use the bottom count same way, but it will do the sorting of the data from descending to ascending. Based on that, it will fetch the top 5 count. In the real-time scenario, we use these functions uh, to fetch top 25 customers who's contributing their revenue, top 10 customers who's contributing their revenue. Such reporting purpose, we use these functions. Now there is another two functions which are nearly equal to the same, like bottom and top. Okay, so those two are head and tail. So head function is basically, it won't do any sorting. The head function will just bring in your result set, whatever the data that it displays, out of the data, the top 5 records, the top specified records, it will bring. That is the head. So in my scenario, I want to bring top 5 records from my city members with their reseller sales amount. You can see here it brought these top 5 records. Okay, in case if you want to sort your data from ascending to descending or descending to ascending, then on top of it, if you want to bring the head of 5 records, you can do that is possible by using the order function. Basically, order function will help you to select your members and then measure that you want to sort, and then you can also specify what is the direction you want to sort. So ascending to descending or descending to ascending. So usually we write ascending ASC and descending DSC, but here you have the BDSC and ACS. Okay, yeah, BASC. Okay, the difference between the normal DAC and BDSC is we're telling that system to break the hierarchy. If at all you have the hierarchy impact, okay, so break the hierarchy and do the sorting. That's what B stands for. Okay, now if I execute this query and here I am doing the sorting of my city members with reseller sales amount, on top of it I'm trying to fetch the top 5 records. And similar way the tail function works in the same way. It will bring the top 5 I mean specified top specified count of records. It will fetch from the bottom to up. So the tile of 5 is nothing but I'm trying to fetch the tile of 5 records, and it will bring the last 5 records from your result set. Here also you can do order again your data, and then on top of it you can bring your top 5 or top 10 or whatever specified count of records that you want, you can bring based on the sorting. Okay, but all these functions are, since they are involving the sorting, so it will do the cell to cell level operation, because it has to fetch the data and then sort the data and then display. But careful when you are using these functions with your huge volume of the data, it will screw up your entire MDX performance. With that, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.